when human knowledge and skill will be the most important components of civilization 1. In this regard, human resource management appears to play a key role in managing and maintaining the future jobs, or for people in the foreseeable future. Either they need to equip human in a competitive ways to make them more competitive against AI, or they need to discover a balanced approach between humans and AI so that they can be merged or adapted to become a superhuman. And this can propel our civilization to the next level of achievement. Without the aforementioned competency and required knowledge and skills, it will be extremely difficult to continue and maintain productivity against AI. Alternatively, accepting the condition of superhuman being will be unavoidable. Definitely. You cannot avoid that. During the time, the way we cannot avoid our social media or smart mobile phone, whether we want or not. It is also anticipated that the selection system of human resource management will be significantly altered in the next dimension, as the management will be able to telepathically, that means with the aid of BrainNet, they will select the right person for the right position in a fraction of a second, as opposed to spending time and money on a lengthy recruitment and selection process today we have been continuing. Currently, it is not uncommon for candidates to present themselves in a way that they think they will appeal to the organization during an interview, and they become more attractive. However, this does not always reflect their true attributes and may not be sustainable in the long run. The good news for our new heroes is that there will be very little misselection, and discrimination will be monitored across many spectrums. This is due to the fact that whatever discriminatory and unethical thought process will come into our mind regarding employment perspective into the organization, it will be taken up from human limbic process through the mind cloud, from which unwanted thoughts and action will be monitored and controlled for the sake of the entire organizational well-being. Such a current example of antivirus software. This typically works by scanning files and programs on our computer for any sign of malicious code or behavior. When it detects something suspicious, it may either quarantine the file or remove it entirely. However, it is true that institutional imbalance can occur when there is an uneven distribution of power and resources. This can manifest in various ways, such as when the interests of power investors and governments are prioritized over the needs and rights of ordinary people, and including the third world nations. In essence, unprivileged people will accept the ongoing competition to become superhuman, or they will face numerous difficulties and exploitation. There will not be remained any way. They have to accept it. Despite not being superhuman at this point, each individual, organization and nation will be in a brutal competition to survive in the civilization 1 compared to our previous history. We can learn from our ancestors that if they had enough food, they would have been happy because they didn't have other artificial demand or capitalized demand, such as mobile phone, refrigerator, washing machine, and large mansions. So to meet these demands and remain competitive, we must earn more money by advancing our career or starting a business. Otherwise, we will be psychologically depressed by seeing, surrounding our parents and relatives, what they have, as opposed to our primitive way of life. Or we will suffer from depression unless we are deeply spiritual or religious. While we all know organizational perspectives, that there were famous 500 companies in our world, The majority of them are no longer in business due to lack of innovation and competitive advantage. Even in recent history, we can see how Kodak, Blockbuster and Nokia, they lost market share due to lack of innovation and lack of competitive advantage compared to their competitors. We can learn from our country perspective as well, such as the United States, Japan and Germany, and including UK. How they use their strength in education, industry, science, technology and innovation to become major player in the global economy. While Mongolian, Egyptian, Persian, Roman and Greek civilization were once powerful in their respective eras, they are no longer major players in the global economy today. So, if you are unable to maintain the aforementioned competitive advantage, you will fall far behind. Therefore, while class society may never be entirely eradicated, either on this planet or on the other planets, where colonization will occur, there is a good news. Well, direct discrimination within corporation will be considerably reduced as a result of Civilization 1 and its AI technology. Let's talk about training and development. It will take a different form. In this regard, initially management will consider uploading the relevant software through BrainNet, taking into account the specific job function. Even if we take this initial understanding of how Microsoft software, including the required apps, has been uploaded and updated the desktop or laptop and including smart mobile phones, in which users have access to the latest features and security updates. And this approach could be applied in a similar fashion to the implanted BrainNet, considering Superhuman. And it will enable them to be more productive, efficient and innovative professionals. When intrinsic and extrinsic motivation will be highly valued on an individual, team and collective level, compensation and reward will rise to a new level, even beyond of our imagination. However, their ultimate expectation may be beyond our current comprehension. It could include not only food, currency code and living standards, but also psychological and physical demand in extended ways, such as visiting physical bodies or avatar as a more realistic and conscious way in other celestial planets, where heavenly desire will be served in accordance with our human desires. Whatever we will do imagine, that will be reality over there, and that will be served